Hi, I'm Sil Reynolds.
And I'm Eliza Reynolds, and this is We Thrive TV, on-the-go answers from the ultimate mother-daughter dynamic duo.
That would be us.
Yeah.
Every other week, we meet with you, Mom, and we answer your questions.
So today, we're going to be talking about why sometimes giving your daughter space is actually a way for your bond to strengthen and for you to actually get closer. It might sound counterintuitive, but we really want to explore today why and how your relationship is changing with your daughter and how you can approach this slightly different relationship and a different way of being close.
Yeah, a lot of moms ask me about this.
Yeah.
And I find that, this is certainly giving emotional space, psychological space, as our daughters find their identity, and so there's this spaciousness that's hard to put your finger on, but we're going to start with the spaciousness that you can put your finger on, which is physical space. And I remember that as Eliza grew older and older, I found that literally in the house, it just felt natural to give her more space.
Yeah, so like
physical space.
Yeah, so like sometimes I remember being in high school and my room was right off the kitchen, and sometimes my mom would be in the kitchen, I don't know, doing mom things I wasn't always aware, cooking maybe, or
on my laptop,
doing some work, emails, and I'd be in my bedroom and the door would be open or kind of half open. And I was always aware of where she was, and I was aware that she was right outside. So sometimes we weren't literally sitting side by side as we may have been when I was like 9 or 10, but I was aware of her presence. And so that's one of the ways that spaciousness can expand. It's like we were so connected. I was so aware that you were right there, that if I needed something, I'd go talk to you, that you were really, holding space for me.
Yeah.
But you were taking a few physical steps back so that I kind of wanted my space, but then there was this safety and this connection.
Yes, and sometimes the door was closed.
Yeah.
And I was learning not to take that personally. In fact, almost inviting it and celebrating it. Take a moment, moms, to think about, even though it's hard to adjust sometimes to these changes in the relationship when our daughters want more space. Give me more space, Mom. That maybe we want more space too. Like, ooh, wow, this is good. I'm got a little bit more breathing room, and just as involved and invested in the relationship, maybe even more so. But actually, there's more breathing room. There's not as much to attend to in terms of physical space. There's a lot to attend to in terms of psychological and emotional space, and negotiating that, navigating that, trusting our mom's intuition around that. And when our daughter says, "Mom, give me space," instead of taking that personally, knowing that developmentally it's appropriate, and it's an opportunity to have a conversation. Oh, great, sweetie, you want space? Tell me. Let's talk about that. What kind of space do you need? Help her learn to ask for it as a need, to carve it out. Are you getting space for yourself, Mom, in your relationships?
Yeah.
And how do you find that balance, and how can this be an opportunity to model that and to teach your daughter about relational boundaries, space?
Attunement.
Yeah, attunement.
So the big point I want to make here, moms, is that sometimes it can be a little hard to translate what's really going on with your girl. And so often, her communication of a changing relationship, right? As she gets more and more towards the teenage years, may show up as resistance, or sometimes some
wanting to hang out with her friends more.
Yeah, frosty silence, arms crossed. There's a lot of physical symptoms. There's a lot of physical communication that happens. You're probably reading into that. And as we talk about a lot here, it can be hard not to take that personally. It's about me. She doesn't want to connect with me. And so what I want to help you do is actually to translate that. And so while it seems like your daughter is saying, get away from me. I don't want to be close to you. I don't want to be connected. It may seem sometimes like she's saying that, whether with words or with her body. Here's the actual truth, and I swear by this. Not only have I been a teenager, I made it out to the age of 25, but I work with thousands of preteen and teenage girls. And I promise that underneath that seeming resistance is such a hunger and a request for closeness, just in a different way than you may have been connected before.
That's right. And so, so remember, in the pushing away, it's not, Mom, I don't want you. It's, Mom, I need you to be the adult who's strong enough to handle my growing and celebrating the ways in which I need to have more space in all my relationships and the way I need to figure out who I am. And boy, as you become attuned to that, Mom, and don't take it personally, your relationship will get closer. That's the irony and the cool thing about this.
Yeah, and I really think the bottom line is when we have spaciousness in the mother-daughter relationship, especially in the teenage years, we're leaving space for us to authentically connect and to find each other.
So now, moms, over to you. And do you want to find your people, the mothers in this mothering and daughtering tribe? I know you do, because collective wisdom totally rocks. And so that's why we want to hear your take on this topic.
We need each other, right? We got to get talking. So this week, we're wanting to hear about you and your relationship to spaciousness. Where is that healthy feeling of space, that way of being in your body, showing up in your relationship with your teenage girl? And were you given healthy space from your mother when you were a teen? So that's something that can be passed on down the matriline or mother line, or at least can be a really important part of the conversation.
Yeah, moms, your mother might have given you too much space, not enough space, and you might be a little triggered here. So just to bring some consciousness to this, head over to the blog. We really want to hear your comments about this issue of balance here around finding space and the growing relationship around psychological and physical space.
Yeah. So did this video help you? Share the love on Facebook or tweet it out.
Whatever platform you can wrap your head around.
Because sharing is caring, and everyone could use a stronger bond.
Absolutely. And moms, when you're in doubt, please remember that you got this. You so got this. It's so natural to do what you're doing. And we're in this tribe together, learning together, and you know how to thrive and not just survive with your preteen and teen daughter and beyond.
And we'll see you the week after next on We Thrive TV.